We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 yards.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The 29-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm here all day.
Ready?
Now Jones. The tight end, Rhett Ellison, with it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Jones throw on target to Shepard. Touchdown, Giants! Sterling Shepard, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
There you go.
Mike 29. I got you. I got you.
There we go. Going to 53. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Out, 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 out. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Jones throwing complete here to Tate. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup, and they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, QB, come on.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Here we go. Line 8. Mike, 47. Bring it. Bring it.
47's the Mike.
From the red zone now, Prescott gets it to Meredith, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cameron Meredith, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed.
Super toe.
I'm trying to collect.
5.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Mike, 54. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 24. Check 24.
Ready.
Jones now operating from the gun. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Completes this one to Meredith. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage.
47.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go, 47.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up.
That's complete to Meredith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A 1st down and then some, 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Today you are. Not today.
Now Prescott. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Rock it. Rush in.
On 2nd down, Barkley.
Check.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line. 54.
Go.
Hey, lock it.
Lucky.
Deep grip.
Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
3rd and 13.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Jones now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Jones. And he whips that one incomplete there. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Ready?
Now Jones operating from the gun. And this one's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. He gets it complete to Latimer. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They come out here in the eye. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Giants 17, Cowboys 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
They're running, man.
To throw is Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Throwing, Prescott. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Prescott now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Prescott now. He sets to fire deep. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Dalton Schultz. Incomplete. Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now it's Tate. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. That one complete to Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
You think you gonna get this?
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Orbit.
Rip right. Check the backer, check the backer.
Check the hot read.
Now Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Check, 47. You got nothing today.
Here's Pirine. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Wide eight. Here we go. Going to 54. Wide eight.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Back, back, back.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On first down, Pollard. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Cameron Meredith with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Army, Army. Army, Army. Deuce, 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 deuce. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Get it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the run, watch the run. Good shot, baby, that's baby.
It's Barkley on the counter. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Crunch time, defense. Swing.
To try again after the sack. Jones, and he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter play. Back now in Arlington. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And Latimer's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Jones now throwing on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And Xavier Woods with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Hey, here we go. Go ahead, Mike, 47. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Go ahead,
Pollard going to try the right side. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Prescott. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 10th carry now for Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Pirine. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And an alley to run. the football a second time. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Jones on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And this is Latimer, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Jones, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the sack on 1st down, Jones.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Jones. He completes it to Tate. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Back to throw. Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. Line 8.
7. Check Mike 47. Here we go. Here we go.
26.
And they will take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Line 8.
Woo-hoo!
26.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Prescott on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Here we go. Here we go.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Cowboys, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.